Fostering a Culture Where New Ideas Flourish. Abstract. This article examines the critical elements required to foster a sustainable culture of innovation within organizations. Drawing on both research findings and practical consulting experience. It identifies 6 interconnected factors essential for nurturing innovative thinking, leadership that actively models and champions creative risk-taking. Diverse teams that bring varied perspectives to problem-solving. Learning environments that prioritize continuous development. Collaborative structures that facilitate cross-functional exchange. Psychological safety that encourages calculated risk-taking without fear of failure. And adaptive organizational structures that evolve with changing market conditions. Through analysis of successful innovation leaders like Netflix, Google, 3M, and Amazon, the article demonstrates how these principles manifest in practice. The discussion emphasizes that cultivating innovation requires deliberate, systemic effort across multiple organizational dimensions, positioning companies to not merely respond to change but to actively shape their futures in an increasingly competitive business landscape. As a longtime organizational consultant and researcher who has studied leadership and culture for over a decade, I've seen firsthand what it takes for companies to cultivate an environment where employees feel empowered to think creatively and take risks. In today's rapidly changing business landscape, innovation is crucial for any organization that wants to thrive. However, building and maintaining a culture conducive to innovative thinking is no small task. It requires diligent effort across many levels of the organization over an extended period of time. Today we will explore key factors that research has shown are vital for nurturing a culture of innovation. Setting the foundation, leadership that inspires innovation. All sustainable culture change within an organization begins at the top. As Shine, 2010, notes, the only thing of real importance that leaders do is to create and manage culture. For a culture of innovation to take root, leaders must role model innovative behaviors, establish the necessary conditions, and communicate a compelling vision for the future that inspires employees. A prime example is Netflix, who has built one of the most innovative cultures in the media industry. CEO Reed Hastings fosters creativity by giving his team the autonomy to experiment freely with new ideas. He has also created a psychologically safe environment where failure is seen as a natural part of progress. Bok. 2015. Through their actions and communication, Netflix leaders show they value risk-taking and learning from mistakes rather than punishment for missteps. This instills confidence in employees to propose bold solutions without fear of retaliation. In my consulting work, I have seen many leaders pay lip service to wanting an innovative culture but fail to walk the talk. Employees see through empty rhetoric and will not feel comfortable suggesting new ideas if the reality does not match the talk. Leaders must lead by example through innovative problem-solving and empowering others to do the same. They must establish the proper incentives, resources, and psychological safety for groundbreaking ideas to take root and grow. Fueling fresh perspectives, diversity and cross-pollination. Many studies link diversity to greater innovation capabilities, bringing together employees with varied backgrounds, skills and life experiences exposes organizations to more novel perspectives and ways of thinking. Page. 2007. Mannix and Neal, 2005. Diverse teams are better equipped to understand diverse customer needs and identify opportunities that more homogeneous groups may overlook. Google's approach illustrates how cross-pollination across functions and boundaries can spark fresh insights. They encourage employees to spend 20% of their time on passion projects outside their core roles. This loose structure has led to breakthrough innovations like Gmail, born from experiments during 20% time. Dionfro. 2015. When I've consulted with clients interested in boosting diversity and cross-pollination, blended working groups and job shadowing programs are 2 practical options. Temporary cross-functional projects expose employees to different viewpoints while building understanding across silos. Job shadowing gives staffers a day in another division to gain new appreciation for various roles, constraints, and priorities. Such initiatives fuel the type of diverse perspective-taking that innovative problem-solving demands. Empowering self-directed growth, learning organizations that foster continuous development for fresh ideas to continuously emerge. Organizations must cultivate a culture where people are eager to continuously learn and improve. Senge, 2006, defined learning organizations as places where people continually expand their capacity to create the results they truly desire. Where new and expansive patterns of thinking are nurtured. Where collective aspiration is set free, and where people are continually learning how to learn together. 3M exemplifies this model. The company encourages employees to spend 15% of their time on independent projects to explore personal interests. Anthony et al. 2008. This freedom of exploration has led to many profitable innovations like post-it notes created during unofficial experimentation hours. To promote self-directed growth, I often advise establishing clear career ladders without rigid timelines. This gives employees agency over their own development without feeling stalled. Rotational programs, mentorship matching, and ongoing skills training also nurture learning mindsets. Access to conferences, courses, and certifications shows commitment to each person's continuous evolution. A culture where learning is valued reaps the benefits of ever-evolving talent and ideas. Fostering collaboration, breaking silos through open communication. Siloed. Insular teams tend to promote defensive, conservative thinking rather than collaboration and creative problem-solving. Research shows the most innovative organizations foster free-flowing exchange of perspectives across boundaries. Catmull and Wallace. 2014. At Amazon, leaders intentionally promote hybrid team models to prevent silos from forming in the first place. Leica and Meyer. 2006. Employees work closely on projects despite coming from different functions like hardware, software, or operations teams. Their collaborative, solution-focused culture breeds fresh solutions from unlikely pairings. Some ideas for dissolving silos include open workspaces that randomly intermix teams, lunch and learn programs, and rotation of staff onto cross-functional task forces. When sharing information faces few barriers, connections form between diverse knowledge banks, priming the environment for unprecedented combinations and innovations to emerge. Leaders must role model collaboration to encourage cooperative behaviors throughout the ranks. Celebrating wins, learning from setbacks, an environment that values risks for groundbreaking ideas to flow. People need confidence to propose bold solutions, knowing failures will be learning experiences rather than career-limiting moments. Edmondson, 2019, notes that psychologically safe teams freely share ideas, without fear of reprisal. An innovative culture nurtures this comfort with risk-taking. At IDEO, a leading design firm, every project concludes with a postmortem to uncover learnings. Regardless of outcomes. Kelly and Kelly, 2013. This reinforcement of growth mindsets over perfectionism cultivates courage to continually propose ambitious ideas. Leaders can encourage calculated risk-taking by spotlighting employee innovations, no matter the scale of impact. Case studies of past experiments gone awry but spawning future successes also spread the message that failures often precede what sticks. A culture valuing courage over being right instills faith that people's careers are safe even when ideas miss the mark, freeing minds to leap before looking. Adapting to stay ahead, flexible structures that evolve with markets sustaining innovative momentum long-term demands agility to course-correct structures inhibiting fresh perspectives. Netflix's award-winning culture constantly self-monitors metrics like employee engagement and adapts structures as needed. Bock. 2015. For example, introducing innovation time off gave staffers more freedom to explore outside their routines. Leaders must review metrics beyond basic outputs to uncover less visible barriers. Annual culture surveys combined with stay interviews of top performers provide a pulse check on mindsets and pain points inhibiting creativity. Adjusting roles, policies, or physical spaces in response keeps the culture dynamically primed for innovation as markets evolve. True learning organizations continually refine conditions to nurture the explorative thinking essential for long-term survivability. Cultivating an enduring culture of innovation as this discussion illustrates. Nurturing an innovative culture demands diligence across many interdependent factors. Leadership must walk the talk, value diverse perspectives. Foster continuous learning and collaboration, embrace risks and adapt structures as needed. Systems thinking understands these elements continuously reinforce one another when coherently aligned. For organizations serious about sustaining innovative edge, assessing strengths and weaknesses across these dimensions provides a roadmap. Leaders can then strategically implement programs like those highlighted. Measure impact, adjust as needed, and repeatedly cultivate the right cultural seeds. While building an innovative culture requires long-term commitment, the rewards of motivated talent continually proposing industry-altering solutions more than justify the effort. A laser focus on nurturing innovative mindsets equips organizations not just to react to change, but to shape their own desirable futures.